Fabio Wardley, after his triumph over Justice Huni, has proven once again that he is ready for a title challenge. And with that preparation in mind, there are no questions about his heart, his desire, nor will to win. Let's talk about what happened between Wardley and Huni. When Fabio Wardley entered the ring against Justice Huni, it was an opportunity for he to put on a hometown display, hometown being Ipswich, the UK, and they had the bout at a football stadium outdoors where he could romance the crowd with his efforts. The bout started out in the first round with Wardley attacking Huni as he had did Frazier Clark in their rematch. And Huni was aware of the attack. Now, I had watched Huni before, particularly in his battle against Kevin Lorena, where he won a unanimous decision, and Lorena was able to tag him cleanly with shots, and I was worried about his defense not being up to par with Wardley. But Huni was very focused, and after this bout, his record has now dropped to 12-1 with 7 KOs. But he is a good boxer, has good movement, lateral, and decent hand speed. He puts his punches together in bunches, and that's where Wardley was having difficulty, because though Huni's record doesn't show a lot of knockouts, what he is definitely a heavy-handed, ham-fisted fighter. So Wardley, who had to readjust in moments, but Huni was still taking the battle to him, and his face began to show the worse for wear, roughly by around the 5th or 6th round. Huni, who took a big left hook from Wardley toward the end of, I think it was the 2nd round or the 3rd round, looked like he wanted to attack, but Huni was definitely fighting back and giving his pound of flesh every chance that he got. In fact, he was battling back so well that Wardley fell behind on the scorecards tremendously. I mean, I think that on my particular scorecard, I had him down. Maybe I only had given Wardley 2 rounds, and going into the 9th round, it looked like Huni was really controlling the fight. Scheduled for 12, he, meaning Wardley, was going to need a knockout to win the fight. Huni was also doing the damage to Wardley's face, and you could see that Wardley's left eye was beginning to swell from those jabs. I really liked how Justice Huni was boxing in this match, and hindsight being 2020, this fight may have come about 2 fights too soon for him. But it was a great opportunity for Wardley, because that type of boxing he hadn't faced in his 19 fights himself. So what he was able to do was persevere through a guy that was outboxing him. When he caught Huni in an exchange of right hands, where his got delivered first in the 10th, it was a shocker. And it dropped Huni, who couldn't beat what appeared to be a fast count. And it was just like that, a one-punch knockout, and Wardley was the victor. His record now stands at 19-0 with 1 draw, 18 KOs. He clearly cleaned the clock of Huni, and even if Huni had beat the count, he was still rubbery-legged and didn't really protest when the referee waved the fight off. When asked what's next for him, Fabio said, "Hey, arrest," because he recognized that he doesn't have the boxing skills that a lot of his contemporaries may possess, having been trained since youth. But this is a man who has come into the professional ranks of boxing and is definitely setting his goals toward a title shot, deservingly so. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know if you think Fabio deserves a title shot before the end of the year. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.